It's Ash from SuperVideos, back for another live discussion. Now, before we actually start this, one thing I do want to mention is that this is not a Q&A live stream, it's a live discussion. As I've said before in my videos, I will be doing more live discussions like this. And also, this is not a review, it's just me chit-chatting with you guys about the episode that aired last night for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 16, the finale. And I'm just going to share my thoughts about what I thought of the episode, and you guys can share your thoughts as well. Now, one thing that I do want to discuss, if you want to watch my reaction to the episode, go and check it out. But overall, I would say it was an underwhelming episode, to say the least. But I do want to get you guys' opinion on this as well, and for us to have a discussion going regarding the episode last night. To me, it was underwhelming, predictable. Most of the time, I didn't even know what to say or what I should do for reaction. But, you know, overall, it just felt like it was... The writers didn't know how they were going to end this, so they ended it the most predictable and the most underwhelming way. And don't even get me started with two things. One, Martha as a villain was the worst villain we've seen, I feel. And also, the way they had her go, extremely stupid. Because if you're going to bring in a villain and have her be so hated, why would you not have her have an epic death? Like someone actually give her a big death. Why would you have her turn into a walker and then kill her? So that's one thing that I definitely do want to talk about later in the stream. The other is Morgan. How he completely, in his brain, switched off the idea that his friends need him and stayed and said we can help others. When in fact, he could be going back to Alexandria Kingdom, Hilltop, and there will be people there that would need his help. You know, there may be more people there needing his help than people here. So that was another kind of disappointing thing as well. And the other last thing that I do want to talk about before I jump into the questions and the chat comments is, for whatever reason, it felt like Morgan didn't feel like it was urgent for him to go back. Like there was anything for him or anything that he needed to go back to, which means that the writers wrote this in a way where they knew Rick would no longer be in The Walking Dead when Morgan comes back, and that there will be no urgency to bring Morgan back. And because of that, they had that be the forcing or be the force behind their ideas and their whole approach towards this final episode. Now let me jump into the questions. Giuseppe De Rosa, yo, Monday, can't speak. Yo, Monday live stream. Again, not a Q&A live stream, but yeah, a discussion live stream. We will have more of these coming up, especially during the on season for The Walking Dead Season 9. Giuseppe De Rosa, that's lit. Does this mean there will be more live streams? Yes, but not Q&A live stream necessarily. I will be answering questions, but it's a more focused type of live stream. Epic Zombie Killer, Q&A, hey Ash, I thought it was a good finale. Also, I'm so happy that Martha's gone. Again, I love that she's gone. Didn't like the way they had her go. And this finale, I don't think it was good. It wasn't even an okay finale for me. Especially for a finale, it was 20 times more underwhelming because it was a finale and it was finished off like this. Maybe should have done that. Because when they didn't have any other content to make it interesting. Epic Zombie Killer, I thought it was dumb when Morgan went on his own to help Martha. Clearly she was too far gone. Yes, I, to an extent, understand where Morgan is coming from, because I do see a lot of parallels between Martha and Morgan's stories. However, I feel like I said in my reaction, Martha has a few more screws loose than Morgan, and because of that, that separates him, or that sets him apart from what Morgan is. Morgan was redeemable, but I don't see Martha ever being redeemable. Maybe it's because we saw the good side of Morgan, and then we saw the cray-cray Morgan. Maybe that has something to do with it, but again, I feel like they introduced this Martha character in a way where there was no way to bring her back. And you can say the same thing about Negan in a way, but they did a lot to make him more likable for those that hated him because he killed Abe and Glenn. And also, he was charismatic to begin with. He was such a charismatic character, and what Jeffrey Dean Morgan did to that character just brought forward the charisma in the character. And, you know, that really helped in why we liked Negan as a villain. But Martha didn't have any of that. For Martha, it was a one-dimensional character that they gave us, and there was just no way for us to feel relatable, or for her story to be relatable, and for us to feel connected to the character. Epic Zombie Killer, I agree. Giuseppe De Rosa, Morgenstein felt forced as hell. Definitely, that was the weakest point in the episode. And I don't even think I put that in my reaction, because I was just sitting there in extreme disappointment. I was just sitting there thinking, what the hell is going on? Why are they doing this to Morgan's character in Fear the Walking Dead? So I just left that out of the reaction completely, mainly because I wasn't really reacting. I was just staring at the screen. But other than that, it was just forced, and I feel they hurt Morgan's character in Fear the Walking Dead with what they did with him in the finale. Epic Zombie Killer, I'm just glad they did what I asked. Yeah, with Martha's death, I think that's what you're really referring to. Yeah, again, it would have been 10 times better if they had her go another way, a more suspenseful way, I would say. DRSOSOS or Season 4 sucked. The first half of Season 4 was good. I would even go as far as say some parts of some episodes were great. But the second half just flatlined completely. Giuseppe De Rosa, the lady that played Martha, is good actor, but her villain is trash. Yeah, nothing against the actress. The actress did what the writers best, but how can you really make a character interesting when the character isn't even interesting to begin with? Like, you can't do anything in your performance to make the character interesting. So I feel like she was more or less pushed to a corner, and she was put in between a hard and a rock place, because between a rock and a hard place, I can't talk today. But I feel like she did the best she could do with what she had in hand. Epic Zombie Killer, to be honest, the SWAT truck is what's keeping me interested in the show. Yeah, going to the SWAT truck, now that I think of it, I don't know how the SWAT truck had ammo, because I do clearly remember Al saying there's no ammo. When Martha was in the SWAT truck shooting at the truck that Morgan and the others were in, she stopped briefly, and we had Al saying she doesn't have any more ammo. And then all of a sudden in this episode, we have ammo. So that was just a part of the episode that I just didn't understand. Of course, I didn't notice it, but looking back at it doesn't make sense. But yeah, the SWAT truck is definitely one of the coolest parts of Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. John is definitely another highlight from the season. And the truck is the SWAT truck is definitely another one. Giuseppe De Rosa, and you see Rick at the end. Oh wait, I skipped a question. Giuseppe De Rosa, wouldn't it be awesome if the whole crew arrived at Alexandria and you see Rick at the end? Yes and no. Whole Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 would be a pointless thing, and also it wouldn't make sense because there's going to be a Season 5 for Fear the Walking Dead. Epic Zombie Killer, what I asked was to kill Martha, keep the SWAT truck for Season 5, and keep our characters alive. Yeah, I see. So that's what you wanted, that's what you got, but it ended up being a very disappointing episode. Giuseppe De Rosa, Scott Gimple says they will be announcing something soon, something big. Yeah, I heard that, and I think that he's talking about another spinoff. Most likely that's what he's talking about. Giuseppe De Rosa, it's probably a Walking Dead movie. Could be, but it's unlikely. I think it's more likely that it's something to do with a separate spinoff happening. Giuseppe De Rosa, hopefully a Rick movie. I mean, that could be. Maybe. And if you put that aside with Rick or Andrew Lincoln leaving in season 9, there could be some weight into that theory, definitely. Epic Zombie Killer. Maybe Althea had some ammo hidden. Maybe, that's possible, yeah. But again, they should have made that more clear. You know what I mean? I didn't notice, but others did. That's the point. Giuseppe De Rosa, I love The Walking Dead, but they need to end Fear. It's just not too good. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't see what they can do in season 5 that grips us. Because the characters are, or some of the characters are interesting. It's just that they're not doing anything interesting with those characters. And if they continue this route, I feel like we are going to slowly see the fans go down for Fear, and people that really give it a chance decline, and we're gonna see an even more decrease in the quality of what we're getting. Giuseppe De Rosa, I'm super excited for season 9. Definitely super excited, yes. And I think they released another sneak peek for season 9's premiere, which I will be talking about and breaking down later tomorrow, or actually I might do it on Wednesday night, I don't know, but I'll do it this week before season 9 starts. And also, again, for those of you that don't know, I'm going to be announcing something big for the channel this Friday night, most likely during the live stream that we're going to have on Friday night during our 6 p.m. Mountain Time Friday night live stream Q&A that we're going to have. So if you are interested to know what that announcement is, definitely join us live Friday night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, so that you know first, you're the first to know what happens on the channel and the exciting news that we have. Giuseppe De Rosa, Fear is dying. Yeah, it's definitely hurting, for sure. Way more than The Walking Dead ever did. Epic Zombie Killer, I feel Daniel will be a villain for season 5. That could work, but at the same time, they're gonna have to make it so that everything we know from Daniel Salazar doesn't get erased. It's not like they just completely change the character, you know what I mean? Because if they do that, then it's just pointless and it doesn't make sense. And it's like they can do that with any character. You know what I mean? Just Happy there was an Epic Zombie Killer. That's a fantastic idea. Let me see what that was about. Not sure. Oh, maybe you're talking about Daniel Salazar being a villain in season 5. Again, I disagree. It could work, but I'm more leaning towards being against that idea. Epic Zombie Killer, I feel the SWAT track is in Fear Lifeline. Is Fear Lifeline? They get rid of the SWAT track, then Fear is gonna fall apart. No, I think Fear's lifeline now is Alicia. If they kill Alicia right now, then we'll have not the majority, but a good number of fans just leave. And then if they end up killing John after, and also killing or basically throwing the truck out of the way, then that adds to that. I said that somewhere, I don't know where I said it. Maybe in a live stream, maybe in a discussion video, but my top 3 things that will make me stop watching Fear is if they kill Alicia, or if they kill John, or if they kill... Who was the third person? Let me think. If they kill Alicia, if they kill John, or if they kill... There was someone else that I can't quite remember. Yeah, I can't remember the last character I said in my other video, but if they kill any of those two characters for now, let's just talk about those, then I'm gonna stop watching, basically. Giuseppe De Rosa, a Walking Dead movie would boost the universe if it's a good movie. If it's a good movie. That's the key part of your comment there. If it's a good movie. Just if it's not, it could do the opposite. Giuseppe De Rosa, Daniel was an interesting character. Very interesting. He was one of those characters that they wasted, I feel. Giuseppe De Rosa, off topic, do you like Marvel movies? I'm not really a superhero movie type of guy. I do watch Marvel movies sometimes here and there, but it's not like I follow the storylines or I'm a super nerd about it or I'm a diehard fan, you know what I mean? But I do watch some Marvel movies, yeah, definitely. Epic Zombie Killer, yeah, sorry, I just love the SWAT truck. Yeah, I love the truck too. It's definitely, like I said, a highlight of this season. I actually tried to do this live stream discussion last night right after the episode, maybe an hour after, but what I learned was no one really showed up, and I know exactly why, because that's usually around the time others do their live streams as well, other channels, and of course because I did it without notifying anyone and I just went live, no one really knew I was live, so that's why the live stream was basically a failure. But that being said, I knew if I do this tonight, I will get some more people showing up, and I was right. But yeah, the whole, what I'm trying to get at is if I see that these types of discussions right after the episode, or yeah, pretty much right after the episode, are interesting to you guys and you guys like them, I might actually jump on the wagon and do live streams right after the episodes as well. However, that becomes a little bit problematic. So I don't know, it just depends. But if I want to do that, then I probably can't do what I want to do after the episodes, which is do the reactions, upload them right away, and also do a breakdown of the trailers. I do want to get back to that. So if I want to do that, then I probably won't be able to do a live stream. So I might do it the next day, you know what I mean? So I might add that as part of the routine. But like I said, I want to know what you guys think as well. So I'm not going to start it right away. If anything, I'll kind of do a few and see what happens. Epic Zombie Killer, but yeah, it was also dumb how Jim jumped off the hospital roof and landed on a car, then got up and roamed around as a walker. Yeah, that's bending reality just a tiny bit. Giuseppe De Rosa, interesting characters. They wasted 1 Travis, 2 Madison, 3 Olivia, 3 Danielle. Who is Olivia? I don't even remember. I don't remember her. But yeah, Travis, Chris, Madison, and Nick. And Danielle. Danielle is not dead, but 5 characters that they wasted. They really underutilized those characters. Giuseppe De Rosa, Travis was the best character in the whole show. Yeah, Travis was, definitely. Nick was starting to. I didn't like Nick originally, but he grew up on me, and I started to like him. So Nick was definitely moving up there. Or Epic Zombie Killer, I think he meant Ophelia. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ophelia was interesting, but not as interesting as the others. I completely forgot about Ophelia, actually. If I remembered Ophelia, I would have probably guessed what you meant by Olivia, but yeah, I completely forgot about that character, which goes to show you how, to me, how much that character was not really leaving a mark. Giuseppe De Rosa, Travis supposed to be the Rick Grimes. Yeah, so we thought Travis was the Rick Grimes. He died, so we're like, no, Madison is the lead. He's the Rick Grimes. She's pretty much the Rick Grimes of Fear, and then she died. And so we were like, no, it's Nick, you know, and then Nick died. So now we're like, what the hell is going on? But I feel more and more confident in saying Morgan is the lead of Fear now. Epic Zombie Killer, hey Ash, Martha's death was weak, so dumb, but I'm glad she's gone. I'm glad she's gone, but her death was underwhelming and anticlimactic. Alright, we're 22 minutes in, so I might just go for a 30-minute stream this time and end it at 30-minute mark, which means we have another, like, I would say 6-7 minutes. But yeah, we'll do rapid fire discussion, comments, or Q&A questions, and that would be the end of the stream here. Giuseppe De Rosa, smash or pass at LOL. You talking about Martha? Definitely a pass if it's Martha. If it's Zombie Killer, also it was dumb how they had the characters just laying around wanting to die or waiting to die. Yeah. They didn't really have any story to tell. Maybe they didn't have the budget. Maybe they didn't have the stories to tell. But yeah, it was just pretty much, here's how I summarize the episode. They want to kill, or they're trying to get away. Some people get sick and they just stay sick. And they just wait to die. Morgan goes and wants to help Martha. Does something stupid. Martha escapes. And then he has to go back and find Martha. At the same time, he has to come back and save the others. Finally, he makes it back and saves the others. That's how you summarize the episode. See how simple that is? That just shows how much no content was in the actual episode. I meant Al. Oh, smash or pass Al? I would smash. Giuseppe De Rosa, short hair girl. Yeah, she's actually cute. She's pretty cute. Giuseppe De Rosa, Al, smash or pass. Yeah, I just talked about that. Epic Zombie Killer also, where'd Morgan find the beer truck? Yeah, that's another part where they bent reality to get to their desirable outcome. Alright, 5 more minutes of rapid fire Q&A here. I know we're just a little bit jumping off topic, but that's fine. It's almost the end of the stream anyway. Giuseppe De Rosa, hey Ash, have you seen the Walking Dead ratings? I'm assuming you mean from season 8. No, I haven't checked it out for season 8. What I'm predicting is that it's gonna be low highs for the finales and mid-season finales and premieres, and that's it. I'm assuming that's what it is, but I don't think they beat their old ratings, which was the season 7 premiere. I doubt that they beat that. Epic Zombie Killer, that's one thing about Fear that I don't like, is how they find things out of nowhere. Yeah, they don't have a good way of explaining how those things come about, and they just skip it, and it's just convenience. They find it more convenient to just have it show up for the story. You know what I mean? Which shows you that, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but shows you that maybe the writers just don't care, or that they're lazy, or that they don't have the budget to do what they want to do. Epic Zombie Killer, that's one thing about Fear. I actually read that. Alright, some final announcements before we end the stream. Again, stay tuned for another sneak peek breakdown that I'm going to do for the latest sneak peek that was released for Season 9's premiere. It is on AMC's site, so you can go and check it out if you want to see it earlier. But I'll be breaking it down and maybe doing a bit of discussion on it later. Or, yeah, probably Wednesday night. Expect it before the premiere. So by the end of the week, I'll do it, but it just depends. I might not have time today or tomorrow to release anything. Today meaning the rest of, or after this, and tomorrow to release anything, so I might do it after that. But other than that announcement, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, stay tuned for the live stream on Friday night for the Q&A live stream, because not only are we going to have the regular live stream Q&A, you can ask questions, but also I'll be announcing something very big for the channel. So if you're a fan of the channel, if you support the channel, you don't want to miss that. So stay tuned for that as well. But other than that, that's basically it. Very excited for the season 9 premiere on Sunday. It's going to be amazing, I hope. I really hope that it's going to be amazing. Let's jump into the final questions here. Giuseppe De Rosa, those 7 million fans is only from the USA. Or USA now? Imagine if they showed the whole world and people that watch it on Netflix and on illegal websites. The Walking Dead is still a huge show. Yeah, even though the ratings are down, I feel like a lot of people just watch it the next day and they just PVR it. And that doesn't really count towards the view or the views or the ratings. And also people watch it on, like you say, Netflix and other illegal websites as well. So all of that has something to do with it. So there's less people watching The Walking Dead for sure. However, it's not as bad as how some people make it out to be. Epic Zombie Killer, for example, in episode 15, where they got the crane to get Morgan down off the roof. Yeah, even for Fear, I do understand, but I feel like for Fear, even if people watch, it doesn't mean that they like it. You know what I mean? Giuseppe De Rosa season 7 premiere got 100 million views globally. That's huge. That's insane, actually. Giuseppe De Rosa, it's still a huge show. Yeah, it's definitely huge. Walking Dead's still huge. Epic Zombie Killer, yes, I'm excited for The Walking Dead season 9. Giuseppe De Rosa, the ratings are only down in the USA. And yes, a lot of people don't say up until 9 to watch it. Yeah, true. Epic Zombie Killer, yes, in a way, The Walking Dead is more realistic than Fear. In many ways it is, in many ways. Giuseppe De Rosa, half of my friends don't watch it live, they watch it the next day. Yeah. I used to watch it the next day, but then once I started doing videos, especially when I started doing reactions, I had to do it live. So yeah. Giuseppe De Rosa, that goes for Fear also. Yeah. Alright, that's basically it. Thank you for those of you that joined the stream and asked questions and participated in the discussion. I appreciate it. Again, stay tuned for the uploads that we're going to have before the end of the week for the sneak peek breakdown, and also on Friday night, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, for the live stream Q&A, for not only the Q&A live stream, but also the announcement that I'm going to have. Epic Zombie Killer, bye Ash. I'll see you in the next stream. See you all next stream, hopefully. Thank you, everyone.